Hello everybody, it's Wednesday afternoon, just before it gets dark, heading out for my run again. So today's going to be a bit harder. I'm going to try and do a bit towards marathon pace. I've identified an obscure circuit, which is about a half an hour run, which I need to do about a 7-minute mile pace, but it's a bit hilly, so it'd be a good target. So I need to run to Hinchley Wood first to pick that one up, and then almost run back here to go on it, run back to Hinchley Wood, and then run back afterwards. So I think by the time I've done all that, it'll be a nice 8 miles or so. Now, for a change today, I've actually got the Endorphin speeds on. Now, despite their name, I haven't really given the Endorphin speeds a good test at a sort of marathon pace, so it'd be a good opportunity to do so. And I've also got 2 strides on from my recent video about my sort of lean to the left, so I can see if I can get any data out of the 2 strides. I'm not sure that I will, but anyway, worth a try. So a quick look at the shoes. And here they are, looking fairly coordinated with my yellow socks today with this colourway. Right, let's get on with it. Okay, so we just started this segment called Callum. No idea what it's called, Callum. So it's basically going back to where I've come from in Claygate and back to go to Hinchley Wood about half an hour later. Right, let's see if I can maintain that 7-minute mile pace. So bizarrely on this one, I have to go run straight past my door almost. So I'm there. Anyway, 24 seconds ahead at the moment. Going okay. Working quite hard there. Starting not far to go now. About a minute ahead. Probably run this a bit harder than I was hoping to. But we're training. So how do the Endorphin speeds do? They're not too bad. You can definitely feel there's no carbon plate in there. Definitely a lot sort of less firm. Quite nice this sort of run, but I wouldn't want to run a marathon in them. I don't think they're a race shoe, especially with all the carbon fibre ones I've got. But yeah, certainly can pick up the speed for sure. Hello everybody, it's Friday afternoon, another session day. Bit of a mini session today. I'm going to do some hill reps, and 12 by 20 seconds is on the card, so not too hard a session hopefully. I'm having a bit of a down week, although having said that, I seem to run reasonably quickly. I did quite a good tempo run on Wednesday, and then the other runs were reasonably good pace as well. So yeah, I feel a bit tired, but I haven't done any formal sessions this week, so perhaps not as tired as I would be. So I need to identify a hill. I think if I go over Telegraph Lane and see how muddy it is over there. So we'll jog over there now for a little warm up, see if I can identify a suitable one, or I might find a road one. No shortage of hills in Claygate if you need them. Okay, I think I found a nice hill here on Hillcrest Gardens in Hinchley Wood. And it's a nice smooth road surface, and it's pretty quiet here, so there shouldn't be anyone in the way. So it's about 100 metres, I think. Quite a steep hill, I think. Must be about 7% maybe. So we could do a little test. I'll take these first few a bit more gently. I've done about a mile and a half's warm up. Maybe I'll do a few strides on the flat just to get myself going. So 12 by 20 seconds walk back, so nothing too hard, sort of aerobically. So thanks very much to everyone who commented on my video the other day of am I running with a limp. I've got the Hyperion tempos on today, which is considerably firmer than the Invincible. So let's have a quick look at the shoes. And again, I've got the customary yellow socks on. Bit of mud from the last time I did hill reps actually. So people did comment I've got a bit of left leg pronation going on with the sort of supinated landing. So I'm not quite sure that's any different to how I normally run for the last 40 years, but I think with those Invincibles it may exaggerate any sort of pronation because they're so soft. So these tempos are definitely a lot firmer, and I'll certainly be going more up and upright on these sort of hill reps, raising the knees a bit. Just see my friend there, David Cow, he's like walking his dogs. So the other thing I need to be aware of is, I think when I saw some videos of me running in 1995, I'll put that up here somewhere.
This is fascinating. This is Tim Bird coming through, the car athlete, Tim Bird coming through, and he started 15:43. Well, you never thought he'd run that, he was thought.
And as well as being a lot faster, I seem to be a bit more upright then than I was now, so it's another thing to be aware of. So right, let's get a few strides done and then we'll get into it. more to do. Not really caning them today, nice sort of striding out. It's quite a steep hill actually, so it's actually quite difficult to run fast. And a bit worried about putting my hamstring on these sort of things, so best to save my legs for another day. I think I'll hold my camera this time so you get a view of what I'm seeing. From that letterbox I'm going up to the top. Right, let's get on it. It's also a pain to do these things one-handed. And there we go. Maybe do one more from here. Not sure if that's 12 or 13. Anyway, that'll do. Right, little jog back now. A nice Friday session. Saturday is easy or rest if we're really tired, and Sunday long run. So here we are at the sheep dip, as my friend Steve Winder calls it. It's flooded under the railway bridge. Okay, so I had a look at it, and it's a lot lower than it used to be a few months ago, but I don't think today's the day for a swim. It looks pretty uninviting there. You probably could get down the side, but yeah, needs must. I'll go back this other way. Used to be able to get through here as well, but as you can see, rather uninviting fence, so I don't think I'll risk life and limb trying to get over that one. And it's not looking any better here up towards Oxshott through this one. There used to be a nice little path up there, but they put a private sign and a big staked fence as well. So again, not exactly the most friendly to runners. Right, so we'll have to run back. Hello everybody, hope you're doing okay. It's Sunday afternoon, come out for my Sunday long run. I'll do about 90 minutes today, I think. Feeling a bit tired, so I've already done 40 miles for the week, so it's not a bad inning. So if I get that 10 up, maybe do a few more to get over 50, be a good sign. So I think I'll head over to Ashtead Common today. I haven't been there for a while. I've got my Pegasus Turbo 2 shoes on today, or at least one of them. Here they are. So this is one of 4 pairs of the Turbo 2 I've got. This is a pair that's done about 200 miles, so I find it quite a good shoe for sort of trails when they aren't too boggy. So this bit track here just up the way from where I live is quite of an ideal sort of track because it's a bit soft, but it's not so soft that I'm going to get it really muddy. So, and also the Turbo 2s are sort of quite light as well. Real shame that they've been discontinued because they're probably my favourite sort of lightweight do-it-all trainer of late. I think I really do prefer these to the Endorphin Speeds, although they are close. Anyway, let's get on with this run and I'll see if I can show you a few sights on the way. So here we are after about a mile crossing the A3. Plenty of cars around. You know, the week coming out of lockdown, aren't we? So I'm going to go somewhere a bit different, just sort of run from the door. So head up here towards Chessington. This looks quite a rotted path, but it doesn't look too muddy, so hopefully we'll be alright. Oh, this is when you think you might find a different path. And I cheated a bit by finding a little gap down the side, so I missed out on the muddy bit. So yeah, maybe it's not quite as dry as I thought yet. So here we are at the back of Chessington World of Adventures. Obviously very quiet at the moment. Not sure when they're reopening. Presumably all from next week, I suppose. We're in the car park. Giraffe car park. And the main entrance. Bag checks in progress. Maybe not today. Okay, so we've just come across a little path over the Leatherhead Road, and I think this is about where the railway was planned to go years ago from Chessington South, where it terminates, on towards Leatherhead, but they never actually built it. If you look on the map, you can sort of see a indication there's a bit of a sort of embankment where it might have come. But yeah, so a bit of a railway interlude. Right, let's crack on towards Ashtead Common. So here we are, just crossing the main road up towards Epsom, with more than rush it back that way. Some people have done the Valentine's 10k may recognise this route. This is sort of the chuff bit where it goes uphill for the second mile. So having crossed over the road, I think there's an airstrip here somewhere. I've never quite seen any planes flying on from it, but I've always been interested to see it on the map. So here we just go over this bit here, see if we can detect anything that looks like it could be an airfield. And then basically we want to follow where those people are going over there, up towards Ashtead Common. Okay, so we check my watch here. You can see sort of that little line there. So I think it must be this sort of slightly faded bit in the middle here up towards those buildings. So let's see if I can follow it. I've overlaid the Ordnance Survey map on my watch, and you can see that airstrip on the map. Not the smoothest of surfaces, I must say, for an aeroplane. So it must be very light aircraft that go along here. As I said, I've never actually seen one, so I don't know if it's actually in use. But it kind of looks like a hangar there in the distance. So no obvious signs of flying activity these days, especially in lockdown. Huh. RFC workshop. I don't know, is that Flyknit related? We are actually on a footpath here, so I'll divert back on this and head over to Ashtead Common. And the folly of a gate, which seems to have lost its fence some time ago. So, one of those days, I feel absolutely knackered, so well, I don't think all this sightseeing really helped. Anyway, how far have I done? 3.3 miles, so I need to get up to 10, don't I? That'd be a good day's innings. Just up there is where I need to go. Right, let's get on with that. I think back there is one of the pill posts, something like that. There's a website where it lists all of them, so maybe a thing to do to show how many I can collect. There's quite a few around. I forget the exact story. I have to check on it and link back in later. So here I am in Ashtead Common, running around the edge of it. There's another pillbox here. Okay, we're trying to see if we can find Epsom Well. Quite a nice surface to run on this. It's soft, but it's quite firm at the same time. So it'd be ideal for reps, I think, in the summer. Maybe I should use this more often. None of these gates guiding nothing. I think this will be rather muddy though, so we won't venture up here. I've already got the right shoes for that, or the inclination to it. Right, how far have I done? 4.6 miles, so I think I'll just about get 10 in before I collapse of something. Oh, some days you just don't feel like it, but it's nice to get a bit of different air, a bit of sightseeing, honestly, to be honest. It's an awful long way to this Epsom Well. I keep seeing signs with a white post. I hope I'm going the right way. I can't quite remember what it is actually. It must be a pond, I think. Anyway, hope we will soon get there. So I seem to got a bit lost. I never find Epsom Well. I think I'll have another go to see if I can find it. Okay, GoPro's run out of battery. This is what I thought was Epsom Well, but I don't think it is, because there's a sign there saying to Epsom Well up there. So I think I'll head up there, see if I can find it. It feels like a man on a mission now. Oh, I've eventually found Epsom Well. It's down the side street. I was thinking it was somewhere in Ashtead Forest, so let's have a quick look. So here we are at the well. I'm getting to focus. Okay, so having found the well, I've now done 7.85 miles. Time to run back, I think. So let's see, head towards Prince's Covert and then hope it's a nice downhill from there. Right, see you later. So here we are at the North Star. Just Ashtead Common is over that side of the road. Main road towards Leatherhead, then 25 that way, back up to Morgan Rushet that way. So this is the way through Prince's Covert. It's kind of state land, so I'm going to go through there, head downhill, or a little rise upwards first, and then it's downhill back into Claygate. Okay, right, so top of the hill in Prince's Covert, then down through this gate, and then back into Claygate. I don't know if you can see the water there, but this is called Apple Gravel Pond on the path through Prince's Covert. Okay, so we finally made it back home. 2 hours, 12 minutes, and just over 13.5 miles. So it was a good run in the end. It's one of those funny runs when initially you feel really terrible, then as you get into it, it feels a bit better. A couple of youths trying to run me over main road. Oh well, there you go. So, right, what was I saying? I always do those long runs feeling like I'm quite tired at the start, I think. But it was really a Taiwan feet run today, so another good 30 miles back. I think that's about 53 for the week. I was supposed to be sort of taking it easy this week, but I feel like more tired than I was last week. So not sure the coach will think that's great. But anyway, did manage to get a couple of good runs in. Had a good tempo on Wednesday, some good hill reps on Friday, and some solid sort of 10k-ish sort of steady come easy runs the rest of the week. Bit of a postscript on the shoes, the Turbo 2s. They're not bad, I really like them for this sort of run, but I'm starting to feel that the ground bit towards the end, so I think the cushioning is going in a bit, but they are sort of a fairly low to the ground shoe anyway. Anyway, do miss them for this sort of run. I've got a new pair that I've just started, only done one run in them so far, so I can get a summer of doing those sort of runs when in them as well. So I hope you found this interesting and look forward to seeing the next one then. Bye!